Marielle, a Dutch self-published indie author and illustrator with dyslexia. Last year, I did something I've been wanting to do since high school. I published my own book, Pickle and the Vegetable Monster. In this video, I will go over what happened after hitting the publish button and why, as you just saw, I have low sales. As of recording this video, I've sold 20 copies. This is English and Dutch paperbacks and ebooks combined. Most of those I have to thank my grandma for. She gifted many to her great-grandkid. Shout out to my grandma! This book was published in November of 2022. About a month before the 5th of December, which is kind of a big deal in the Netherlands. It's Sinterklaas. So that is why my grandmother gifted it so many times. I also had my family and friends who purchased it. Heck, even one of my friends had her copy before I had my own author copies. But after that, things went quiet. Why? Well, in all honesty, I kind of expected that. It's still disappointing, of course. Now, let me explain as to why I think I have low sale numbers. That way, you can avoid this from happening to you. Reason number 1. I am absolutely horrible with social media. I made an Instagram, Facebook and Twitter account for the business, but I am very clueless on how those work. I know the basics, of course, but don't ask me how to make a story on Instagram. This goes hand in hand with me being unmotivated to actually post on them. I don't have the urge to be constantly on social media sites, so I really need to push myself. To me, social media is time consuming. I know not many have this kind of problem, but it is a reason for me and why I have terrible low sales. To solve it, well, I simply need to push myself some more and I need to study more on those things. I will get a social media planner tool for this in the future, so I don't have to do this daily because that's so boring to me. That leads me right into reason number 2. Because I only just made those social media accounts, I had no following whatsoever. Yes, I told friends and family, but that has 2 problems. 1. They are most likely not my target audience for the book. And 2, most don't use social media. Aside from signing up to social media to spread the word, I also added a newsletter to my website. Problem there is, aside from some friends, no one signed up. To solve this, well, I guess I just have to be more patient and do more marketing. The third reason for low sales is I didn't do any advertising. Basically, by the time I published my book, I was sort of through my budget. Also, advertising on either Facebook or Amazon is completely new to me, and I already was learning a lot of new things, so I didn't want to overwhelm myself at the time. So advertising is on my research list at the moment, and I will probably, most definitely, use this in the future. Reason number 4 is I didn't do any ebook countdown deals or free book promotions. If you sign up your ebook for KDP Select, you can actually use these kind of promotions. And I didn't do that at the time. I did do this deal, well, one of them at least, shortly after publishing my second book, but that had no effect. And that is probably because of reason number 1 and 2. So I will look into those 2 again at a later point when it's interesting. My 5th and last reason I found is I didn't ask for reviews enough. It's not that I didn't ask, because I did, but I should have asked more. I got 2 reviews on 20 sales, and I also didn't ask for it in the book itself, which I could have done. In summary, you would say I messed up a lot in the marketing department. Yes, this is true, but also done on purpose. I had to do so many new things that I chose the ones that I needed first. This is illustrating a book, formatting that book, publishing it on Amazon, creating a newsletter and the basics of social media. I'm taking it one step at a time, in a pace I feel comfortable with. And so should you if you're planning on self-publishing. See this as a marathon, not a sprint. Put what you learned into practice and expect to fail, multiple times even. Don't set the expectations too high, as this will disappoint and demotivate you. Reflect on what you did, like I just did, and implement strategies to tackle the places where you can improve. If you found this video giving you a good slap of reality to the face, let me know in the comments. Or you could go watch this video where I'm making my own coloring book with the character of my picture book. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you there.